right, what's going on, everyone? It's Eric coming at you from just outside Hartford, Connecticut for Heartland Sports. And you guys know the drill. Perfect. So, today we will be discussing the opening week of the MLB season. I'm not going to look into fantasy stats or anything like that. It's too early for that. I'll mention key things, but I'm not going to go into fantasy stats. Don't take this video too much. Don't like look into this video and say, oh, hey, my team's doing great this year. It doesn't matter. It's too early. All right, like look at Baltimore. We'll get to that in a minute, but there's definitely some surprises at this point, and I'll discuss certain things, but I'm not going to discuss everything. Like I said, I'm not going to do too much with individual players at this point in time. Only a couple will be mentioned. Well, a few big ones will be mentioned, but without further ado, we're going to jump right into the video. So, of course, this is going to be discussing the opening week of baseball, which, as you know, opening day was Thursday. Then we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every team's played at least 3 games. The Dodgers and the Giants played 4 games. They had a opening day, and then they played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So on Friday, I did try to record a video that discussed, myself discussing the MLB opening day recap. And then I did like a pitchers matchup for opening day for everybody else. And unfortunately, I posted it on the wrong channel. So I apologize for that. It's gone. It got deleted. But without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. So, of course, I do have my handy-dandy, beautiful, whiteboard here. And it has the whole standings for everybody. So I will be, looking at this time and time again. I have a few more notes in front of me. So, of course, we're going to start with the AL East, which is right here. So as you can tell, what I did is I put the team's name here, their record, and then their plus-minus differential. So it's kind of weird to me right now because it's backwards, but I know for the most part what this is. So first place in the AL East right now, we have the Tampa Bay Rays sitting at 2-1 with a +2 plus-minus differential. And right with them as well, 2-1 record is Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees, both of whom are 2-1 with a -3 differential. So what I did is I organized it by plus-minus differential. It's going to matter more as the season goes on. Here we are 1 series into the season. It doesn't matter that much. And then Boston and Toronto are both sitting at 1 and 2. Boston with a +3, Toronto with a -2. So basically, Tampa Bay played Toronto, sorry. Baltimore played Boston, and the New York Yankees played the Washington Nationals, who we get to later. So, key players in these, of course, Cavan Biggio kicked butt for the Blue Jays. He looked really good. It's crazy because he was the unheralded prospect of the three whose fathers played in baseball in the 90s. Cavan Biggio's dad, Craig, Hall of Famer. Of course, Vlad Guerrero is Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s dad. He's in the Hall of Fame. And then Dante Bichette played. He's Bo Bichette's dad. He was in the Hall. He didn't make the Hall of Fame, but he was a solid player for 12 years, I think it was. Of course, I don't know a lot. I didn't watch Dante Bichette play, but so he played very well for Toronto. Tampa Bay was good. Tampa Bay did what they do. The fact that the Orioles are over 500, that just goes to show you. Again, they have a -3 because Boston slaughtered them opening day, and then it took them the 2 other games to kind of come back to it, and they're still at a plus-minus differential. But again, at this stage, plus-minus doesn't mean that much. Boston's bats were hot opening day, and then they just cooled off for the next 2. Boston needs pitching help. That's apparent. Nathan Eovaldi, if your ace is Nathan Eovaldi, and yes, I am aware that Eduardo Rodriguez is hurt right now, and, he had the COVID. He should be back within a week, hopefully, for Boston. When Eovaldi's your ace, you're screwed. You're in a bad position. He's a number 4 or 5 pitcher for most teams, including Boston. It's funny because Philly actually offered him a contract before the 2019 season to become their relief pitcher / closer. And then they went with Robertson. That didn't work out. So, yeah, Boston needs pitching help. Their offense is there. It's just the pitching sucks. And the fact that you couldn't beat the Orioles in 2 games, that's just a red flag to me. And of course the Yankees, we saw opening day was a rain shortened game. It was 4-1 final. Yankees would win that one. And they would end up losing the next game on Saturday and winning Sunday. So that was a good series. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch the Sunday game. I was working, and I couldn't watch the opening day game, but I was able to listen to it, so I was. So it's something. It's something. I mean, the Yankees looked really good. Giancarlo Stanton proved he's back. He had a couple big homers in the season opening series. So Aaron Judge, jury's out on him for this season. Of course, we're 3 games in, so don't take it personal, Aaron Judge. So now we get to the AL Central, and as you can tell, Minnesota started off the AL Central. They're in first place at 2-1 with a +10. Cleveland's right behind them at 2-1 as well with a +8. Detroit, another surprise, is sitting at 2-1 with a -3. And then Kansas City is 1-2 with a -8, and Chicago is 1-2 with a -10. So, with these teams, Nelson Cruz, this guy, when is he going to cool down? Like, he's been red hot this season. Granted, 3 games, but he kicked butt for Minnesota. Minnesota's looking like a real contender this year. Of course, they weren't exactly playing a dominant team in Chicago, but Nelson Cruz just kicked butt, dominated. So I'm impressed, Minnesota. I had my doubts. You guys proved me wrong. So congratulations. I will admit I was wrong. Granted, 3 days in, but Cleveland's offense has kind of been a little slow coming out of the gate, but their pitching staff, oh my gosh, Shane Bieber actually set the record. I am wearing my Shane Bieber shirt. Shane Bieber set the franchise record for most strikeouts in an opening day. He got 14 strikeouts. Granted, they're playing the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City's a swing happy team that's young, but still, it goes to show you Shane Bieber is the real deal. Clevenger had a good game as well. And keep in mind, they did really good. They had 30 strikeouts in the series. This is without Corey Kluber, so it was Bieber, Carrasco, and Clevenger. So that's without a former Cy Young winner. That should tell you something right there. Of course, I traded him, but so then we get to the Detroit Tigers. Detroit played Cincinnati, and I actually have Cincinnati as a big time sleeper. So I'm shocked that Cincinnati dropped 2 of 3 to Detroit. Now, Detroit, as you can tell, they have a minus plus minus differential at -3. Cincinnati slaughtered them opening day, and then Detroit won 2 closer games. So congratulations, Detroit. I don't want to take anything away from you, but it looks like we got a good value signing in CJ Cron, which we all kind of knew. So Kansas City, the only positive I can really say for you guys is you made Shane Bieber walk a guy, and Salvador Perez is looking good coming back. So remember last season he missed the whole season with Tommy John surgery, and then he had COVID. So it's a very good thing for him to come back. And in Chicago, wow, the numbers are misleading. -10. This team, their youngsters are looking amazing. Eloy Jimenez just kicked butt. Yoan Moncada looked very good. And, of course, Luis Robert looked really good. And it's just terrifying. Like, if Chicago White Sox can get a pitching staff going, they're terrifying, man. They're terrifying. I don't want to go up against them. And then we get to the AL West. And, of course, AL West, you have the Houston Astros, sorry, who are 2-1 with a +10 plus minus differential. Now, Oakland Athletics are with them at 2-1 with a +3. And you get the Angels and the Rangers, both are 1-2 with a -3, and Seattle 1-2 with a -10. Yeah-oh. So, obviously, Houston, it's apparent. I don't want to say that the cheating scandal is over, but they're doing good. Part of it's got to be Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker's such a respected player. Everybody loves him, and coach. Sorry. He's such a respected guy. Nobody wanted to see him, get screwed over. But Houston just looked really good. They slaughtered, Seattle in the first two, and then Seattle snuck home a one-run victory yesterday. So that's impressive enough for Seattle. I mean, Seattle, you don't have a lot going for you this year. I mean, you got to win over the Astros. So congratulations. I mean, you ended a 15-game losing streak to the Astros. So congratulations. Of course, for the Astros, news came out earlier yesterday that Justin Verlander was done for the season. They shut him down. Astros are in trouble without Verlander. He's their ace. Of course, remember Zach Greinke walked in the offseason, going to the Yankees. Zach Greinke, sorry. Garrett Cole. So Houston's in trouble without Verlander. And even when he comes back next year, will he be the same? We don't know. Oakland did pretty well. So we saw Jesus Luzardo make his not debut, but he finally made a big time showing for himself. He threw a few innings of scoreless baseball, and keep in mind this is with him really missing most of the spring training. I'll call it summer camp. That's what they're saying with Corona. So he's back. He's looking really good. If I'm an Athletics fan, I'm pumped about Jesus Luzardo. Angels. Oh boy, Angels are actually the team that played Oakland. What in the heck happened with Shohei Ohtani? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So here we are. Shohei Ohtani got shelled yesterday. Whew. Sorry, guys. And then, of course, we have the Texas Rangers, who were the only team here that played the NL West. They played the Rockies. They were actually getting no-hit opening day by Germán Marquez, and that was surprising to me. So Texas, we'll see what happens with you guys. There's some hope there, but I'm not sold. So now we get to the NL, and of course we're going to start with the NL East. So I'm going to have to hold it up like this, and a little awkward. First place, we got Atlanta sitting at 2-1 with a +14. Second place is Miami, 2-1 with a +2. Third place, technically, is Washington, 1-2 with a +3. Philadelphia is sitting in technically fourth place at 1-2 with a -2. New York Mets, 1-2 with a -14. So obviously Atlanta played the Mets, and it was a much closer series the first two games. Atlanta slaughtered them yesterday. It wasn't even close. It was like 14-1, I think. Something crazy like that, 12-1. So there's concern if you're a Mets fan. Losing Zach Wheeler does not help you. Obviously, it never is good to lose an ace. But, I wasn't expecting them to be this bad. They still have an offense. They still have everybody's favorite, Pete Alonso. So who the heck knows with them? Yoenis Cespedes looked really good. Finally coming back. He hasn't played for 2 years. So that's impressive for them. I'm very happy for him to come back. So it's a good thing. It's just crazy. Cespedes is looking really good. Of course, for Atlanta, their offense really clicked. Marcell Ozuna has looked good so far this season, but who knows? And we get to the Marlins. The Marlins, yes, they did beat the Phillies 2 out of 3 games. So, yeah, that kind of stinks. But the Marlins are, Miguel Rojas is just really hot right now. Rojas is dominant. He's a clubhouse leader, so I'm excited for him. Of course, it hurts, but, being a Phillies fan and all. But Philadelphia, pitching staff, Vince Velasquez got beat up. He always struggles against the Marlins. Aaron Nola always struggles against the Marlins for whatever reason. So I'm not too worried about it. The Marlins, for whatever reason, are the Phillies' kryptonite. They have a lot of former Phillies on that team, Corey Dickerson, Jorge Alfaro. But Bryce Harper hit a homer. I was excited. And the real hero for the Phillies is Phil Gosselin. So Gosselin hit a pair of homers in their only win on Saturday. So there's hope. And then Washington, as we know, they played the Yankees for their first series, opening day. They lost to them 4-1 in that rain-shortened game. But Washington's pitching staff looks good. They held the Yankees' offense in check for the most part. So I'm impressed for Washington. Their offense, though, losing Juan Soto for the coronavirus for a little bit, that hurts big time. We don't know when Soto will be back. So, now I get to the NL Central, and of course, we're going to start off with the Chicago Cubs. Chicago Cubs 2-1 with a +6, and St. Louis is that a 5? I can't even tell. Yes, okay. St. Louis is 2-1 with a +5. Cincinnati 1-2 +3. Pittsburgh 1-2 -5, and Milwaukee 1-2 -6. So Chicago had a good opening day series, a little better than I was expecting. Their offense really didn't do that hot, but their pitching was really good. I mean, you have to be pretty damn good to hold Christian Yelich to a 1-for-13. So congratulations on that one. Yelich, I'm talking about the Brewers here. Yelich did 1-for-13. And yeah, he hit a homer with his one hit, but still, that's concerning. Again, opening day series against a division rival. Some of these superstars are going to have off years because you're only playing division rivals, but it's kind of scary. Cardinals, Cardinals did what Cardinals do. Consistent, not superstars. Pirates, Pirates look decent. I mean, Pirates look decent. They did a little better than I was expecting them to do. And then the Reds, I don't even know what to do, man. I don't even know. You're struggling against Detroit, so I don't even know what to say about that. Like, Eugenio Suarez struggled, we know that. But come on. You gotta do better. You want to be a World Series champ, a World Series contender, you gotta do better than that. Last but not least, we get the NL West here. First place is San Diego, and again, this is through one series. San Diego sitting at 2-1 with a +8. Colorado sitting at 2-1 with a +3. And then we have the LA Dodgers 2-2 with a +12. San Francisco Giants 2-2 with a -12. Arizona Diamondbacks 1-2 with a -8. So, yeah. So obviously the Padres, oh man. Where to begin? The Padres have just been showing that they're a young team that can steal bases. They had a ton of stolen bases. They have more stolen bases than most teams. I think they have 7 stolen bases. And most teams don't even have a single stolen base. That's what a young team does. And Arizona's just been a little iffy. Madison Bumgarner's never been the best at stopping guys from stealing. Arizona, I mean, you need Starling Marte and you need Ketel Marte to really carry your team at this point. Bumgarner, you overpaid him. That was known when you did that contract. So, yeah. So Colorado, of course, we all saw Daniel Bard make his return to baseball. He basically 2013 is when he had to step out, and he came back, and he had a win. So that was a very good thing, very happy story for us. Everybody was pumped about that one. And then the Giants-Dodgers series, as you can tell, it wasn't very close. So the Giants just got slaughtered their first 2 games. The Dodgers looked really good, and then the Giants won yesterday and the day before with 2 very close games. So it is what it is, honestly. If I'm a Giants fan, I wasn't expecting to contend this year. To take 2 out of 4 against the Dodgers on the road, pretty impressive. If I'm a Dodgers fan, I'm a little concerned. Kershaw, he's on the IL. They don't know when he's coming back. Dustin May looked really good when he started for him on Thursday, so I wouldn't be too concerned, but still. But yeah, that's the standings here. So that's how everybody's actively doing. And as you saw, no team started off the season 3-0 or 0-3 for that matter, or 4-0 or 0-4 for that matter. It's the first time in 66 years that's happened. That was a little stat I definitely wanted to write down and mention to you guys. And then, of course, I'm going to quickly pull up the schedule for this week because I don't know every single team. And will I do... Let's see. So tomorrow, I'm going to more worry about tomorrow. Interesting. So one game's been postponed apparently. Not like it's a major game. Apparently, the Orioles Marlins game's been postponed. Oh, right. COVID. Oh, jeez. So I know that the Marlins have been completely slammed with the coronavirus cases. Like yesterday, their starting pitcher was supposed to be Jose Urana, and he ends up getting scratched like minutes before the game starts. And they don't nobody knew, but the news came out that it was coronavirus, so he has it. And they're saying, "Wow!" So 8 players on the team has it, and 2 coaches. Now, that's just that's just scary. That's just scary. And of course, you can't tell us who they are, but we'll find out at some point or another. Wow, that's gonna hurt the Orioles, man. The Orioles are hot. Anyway, this week we have the Blue Jays will be playing the Nationals, Yankees and Phillies. That's going to be an interesting series. With the way the Phillies have been playing, Yankees are going to sweep them. And then, of course, I'm not going to discuss every series. Cubs are playing the Reds. This is a must-win series for the Reds. Braves and Rays. That's an interesting series. I'm excited for the Braves and Rays series. I will be watching that one when I have a chance to watch the baseball games. You got the Chicago White Sox versus Cleveland team. I'm excited about that one. Again, young talent versus a little bit of an older team. Minnesota and St. Louis. That's going to be a heck of a series to watch. Dodgers are playing the Astros. How many Astros batters will be hit in that series? The number will be high, guaranteed. And then the other series later in the week. Let's see, any major ones? Oh gosh, the Reds are playing the Tigers again. Yankees, Red Sox, of course. Got to be watching those games. And no real major series other than that. The other big one will be the Cleveland team versus Minnesota. So that's going to be strong offense versus strong pitching. Always excited. So yeah, um, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. That was the opening day, opening series recap for the MLB season. I may be doing this weekly every Monday, and I'm going to try to do one when the NHL season kicks back into play. I'm going to try to do it every. We'll find a day for that. We might have to do it Monday as well. We shall see. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Go Phillies.